I want to welcome everyone back to our final segment of Chamber Exchange, the TV show. I want to thank the sponsors that help make it happen. St. Vincent Hospital, a major employer and taxpayer here in the city and a major healthcare provider for all of Central Massachusetts. And Bank Hometown, a growing community bank in the region. Pleased to have with us back, it's probably been a year or two, but Anthony and Carolyn Bartley, who are here from Luxo Executive Rentals. Welcome back.
Thank you, Tim. Thanks for having us back.
Time flies.
It sure does, yes.
Absolutely.
We've been busy.
And Luxo Executive Rentals continues to grow.
Yeah, so thank you, Tim. The last time we were here, we were a relatively new company with a big vision. And since then, we've grown quite a bit alongside Worcester as well as Central Massachusetts. And our business has organically grown to meet the needs of the community, so we're very proud of that.
Yeah, well, just like even in a couple of years, I think population now, we're at the event, the state of the city the other day, and this talked about a 218,000 and 218,000 people living in the city. I think a record number, but with that means a lot of people coming and going for business, commerce, family visits, graduations, and so your growth kind of parallels that and filling a need.
Exactly. So Luxo Executive Rentals aims to provide fully furnished, flexible housing during transition periods, which can be difficult for a lot of people. Whether someone's relocating for a new job or coming to the area for a temporary assignment, perhaps they've been displaced from their home or simply need a place to stay for an extended period of time, we're able to provide that
time. And when you say extended, I mean, what are the lengths generally that people would stay or rent from?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things that's changed over the last few years. When we were here, the last time we spoke with you, we were doing a lot of shorter stays, more tourism geared. But as we
so that would be kind of like what people would think of like Airbnb or VRBO type of shorter
shorter
stuff.
stays,
Yeah.
weekend stays. But we've really evolved the company to meet the needs of the community and a gap in the market for temporary housing for more month-to-month or extended stays where we can really separate ourselves from a hotel, which is great for that a few night. But if someone is relocating and needs a place to live for several months while they're looking for a permanent home, or if they're on a work assignment that may be 3 months.
Right.
Usually work contracts are about 3 months, and then hopefully if they're enjoying the work, they stay and extend. We allow that flexibility. And then people who are displaced from their home due to fire, flood, or other disasters, we found ourselves in a position to really be able to help out there and provide a lot of these families that are in really tough situations with a place to stay while they rebuild their home. And so we've really moved forward with the way that we've set up our company, the way that we're marketing and talking with businesses, with insurance adjusters, with relocation specialists to let them know that this service is here now in Worcester and across Central Massachusetts. And if they want a place to place someone for a longer period of time, we're flexible to be able to provide that.
Right. And you mentioned marketing. How do you get the word out? I mean, relocation specialist is, oftentimes if there's someone's hiring somebody and offering them a package to come to the area, that would include relocation services, and they may want to stay somewhere for a period of time while they look for permanent housing, but they don't want the hassle, and you would kind of work with that company. But then, in the healthcare space, and that's both of you have worked in the healthcare background.
Yes.
How do you kind of get the word out about that as a resource? And I know our local manufacturers have people come in for periods of time for trainings and things.
Yeah.
How do you get the word out?
It's a lot of what I do, Tim. I'm out there networking.
Well, you're at the chamber stuff, which is great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At the chamber has been a huge resource for networking. We're involved with local real estate groups, the Realtor Association of Central Massachusetts. We've been welcomed onto the board of Discover Central Massachusetts. So all of these great organizations in Worcester have really helped us grow and get the word out about Luxo Executive Rentals. I'm reaching out directly to organizations the big companies, even there are smaller companies that are bringing in contract workers, just to let them know that this resource is available. And we have, in the last 2.5 years, established really exciting partnerships with some of these organizations to house performance artists, to house contract physicians, CRNAs, and now working with some recruitment teams to help those recruiters understand how important the onboarding process is, and providing a place for people to stay that tells them, we care about you, we want to get you acclimated into the community, we want you to be able to have a soft place to land while you relocate your family.
Stress levels, you get time to not worry about, where am I going to put my head, I don't have enough bedroom. You can kind of help smooth that as people get settled in, and then either they go back, if it's just a period, or if they're staying, they can transition.
Right, and a lot of physicians or high-level executives are starting to expect this. So it makes Worcester and the Worcester community more competitive to attract these workers who are, one of the first questions they ask when they're getting recruited is, do you work with a housing company? Do you provide a place for us to live while we are there? So for these businesses and organizations to now be able to say that they work with us, and they work with Luxo Executive Rentals, a reputable, trusted temporary housing company in our local community, and people who live in the community and really care about people's experience while they're here.
So about the time you were on a couple of years ago, I had a chance to visit a couple of the apartments that you own. But you've grown and expanded, not just by owning some of the properties that you rent, which are absolutely, gorgeous and first class, but you're working with some existing property owners and offering and managing their apartments.
Yes, it's been a wonderful service. Yes, that we've been evolved into a management company and really built a structure around supporting the growth of the company. To be able to meet the needs as the rapid growth of people who have come to us needing housing for temporary workers or relocation, we've had to grow really quickly. And we're so thrilled that there are local property owners who have trusted us to manage their properties, and absolutely beautiful. I mean, you should see what's coming up next, Tim. I mean, if you think what we have on Main Street is beautiful, no, we should. Well, you saw the ones on Main Street,
on Highland Street,
on Highland Street, so beautiful. Great locations in Worcester, where people want to be, where they can really see the beauty of Worcester and participate and be close by where they need to work. But yes, to be able to grow through partnerships and management agreements has been a phenomenal way to continue to be able to support the community.
So we got some announcements, Anthony, coming up, right? some new properties coming online, and that's important, right? As the region grows.
Precisely. We're very excited to maintain the quality of properties that have been that our company has been known for. So we plan to continue to grow, work with other local property owners to build up our portfolio and have more options for those hoping to transition into the Worcester community.
Right. And if there's a property owner with property of a certain quality, right? Because there's an expectation you're coming in, you'd be willing to talk to them too.
Yes,
absolutely.
So if people want to learn more, how can they get a hold of the both of you or one of you to kind of talk about either renting or utilizing or maybe partnering?
The best way to learn more about Luxo Executive Rentals is to go to our website, luxoexecutiverentals.com, Luxo executiverentals.com. And we have a new website, which I'm very excited about. So if you've been on our website in the past, it looks different now. It's much more geared towards actually speaking to people who are on the website, whether it be relocation specialists or property owners, or local businesses who are looking for housing. And so luxoexecutiverentals.com.